Hello everybody, it's the Historical Gamer once again, and today we are returning to Panzer General, the 1994 turn-based wargame classic by SSI, the game that spawned 1,000 copycat, well not 1,000, but many copycats in terms of its style and mannerisms, and is one of my all-time most nostalgic and sort of pleasurable experiences in terms of gaming, and one of the things that helped define me as a gamer. This is episode number 7 of this Let's Play series. In particular, this is the 3rd episode of the Battle for the Balkans. So the Balkan scenario is a pretty large one. It's the German invasion of Yugoslavia and Greece. And yeah, it actually was pulled from a 3.5-hour live stream on my Twitch channel. Now, in our last episode, we managed to defeat what was left of the Royal Navy in this particular battle. In today's video, we will look to subjugate what is left of Yugoslavia, and I think we will probably have one more video that covers the end game. This one was a pretty tight one. It came down pretty close to the wire. It was a challenging one, and so I think we will break this video into 2 more parts so that the Balkans will actually be 4 parts. Ironically, I think, you know, Barbarossa, which will come after, well, not quite after, but close to after the Balkans, might actually be a shorter fight. The Balkans is a really huge and sprawling fight in terms of the game map, and it has a number of unique challenges. You know, in the north and in parts of Yugoslavia, there's a fair bit of open terrain for your panzers to move through and to cover a large swath of ground. But then obviously the Balkans have a fair bit of mountainous or rough terrain that are difficult to move through. In the south in particular, Greece has a lot of mountain ranges. But there's also the naval components of this fight as well, where if you win with the Italians, like we did in the last video, you can use your navy to stop the Greek counteroffensive into Albania, and then you could even potentially use it to counterstrike in toward the enemy. And in our last video, which we'll post, you know, next after today's video, you will see my attempt to speed things along with some maybe certainly different style of play than I played when I was younger. You know, using naval forces to bombard enemy troops in the rear to try and do a rear landing, and then paratroopers being used very aggressively. But that's kind of spoiler alert stuff for not tomorrow, but the next video in the series. For now, we'll see if we can reduce what's left of Yugoslavia and defeat them in this campaign. Advancing on Sarajevo. Position that artillery piece on a elevation that should overlook the town. These guys out of ammo? I think they might be. The infantry, anyway. Let's go bomb Sarajevo, mainly to give myself some intel on what's around there. Yep, they're out of ammo. All right, can we... defeat that anti-tank gun? So much infantry. No sign of other enemy air units, though, in the north. So most of my fighters up here can just continue to strafe the enemy at will. Alright, let's take this town. Alright, we'll need to take Boskny Petrovic from the rear. I mean, we're going to have to deal with all this swarm of infantry. It is definitely not ideal to be spending so much time chasing these guys around, but I can't really leave that large of an enemy formation in our rear either. I don't think they can move through the mountains in one turn and come get me. Rugged defense or whatever, but so we should be able to take the 42nd Yugoslavian out next turn. Enemy anti-aircraft is going to be a bit of a pain in the ass, but where can we base these guys? There's got to be an airfield somewhere around here. There does not appear to be. Well, their submarines keep evading. The other thing is you don't have enough turns to run out of ammo for your warships, which is nice. Nice! That Italian unit actually defeated an enemy. Give him a gold star, boys. Alright. So Bar has 7 entrenchment points. None of my units have a good chance of attacking them successfully. My armor, in theory, loses the least, percentage-wise. I actually did some damage there, so they're down from 7 to 5. 4. So a lot of rugged defenses at Bar, but we've reduced their entrenchments, which long game should help us. Okay. We gotta get a long ways away. I still have so much ground to cover. I'm just hopeful that once I break through in one place, it kind of does them in everywhere, but that may be a dangerous assumption. Like if I can... Just hoping if I break through in one place... Pulling the garrisons out of frickin' Italy to try and help with this. It's kind of funny. Alright, where are we at prestige-wise now? 900, so we're eating into it a bit. Still 2 core slots. I want to save some to do some post-battle upgrades for equipment, because we haven't done a lot of upgrades in a while. And there we go, they knocked out the... so they're over here. Can my fighters get there and get back to refuel? I don't know that they can, at least not. Well, we'll take this airfield. So that'll help. Okay, so we took the airfield and Thessalonica. Good news story there. Is weather bad? Oh, okay. It's raining. It doesn't matter. I don't even need to try and go for that. Enemy town, I guess. Or enemy fighter, because I can't probably hit it anyway. Alright, so we took that town. Bulgaria took that town. Might want to get my paratroopers. To Thessalonica, where maybe they can throw themselves on transports and land behind the enemy lines. That might be necessary. Two artillery bombardments on Florina. That drops its entrenchments to 4. Heavyware infantry comes in and gets obliterated, but at least drops her entrenchments to 3. Panzer IV comes in and doesn't do much good. Man, those pesky Greeks. Man, we might even lose this Panzer IV if they move their tank up. No air power kind of sucks, too, for this fight. Okay, so we're working on Sarajevo now. We're going to pull the air units back to adjacent. I don't think does a full rearm, so actually we'll move that one on top of the airfield. Alright, guys, go back and pull back to the airfield. Get refueled. Can we just knock these bastards out? Please? Six fuel, so this aircraft's gonna crash too, I think. Yep. Alright, so the Italian, or the Yugoslavians reinforced at Bar, but that actually gave them a reduction in their quality of their troops. Which means now I can attack much more effectively against them. And the Italians actually took that location, so the bloody assault on Bar pays off eventually. My battleship's not actually fighting yet? Okay. I wonder if the weather affects the shore bombardment accuracy too. Maybe like lack of spotting aircraft or something? Probably should have gone for the artillery that was set to 1, but submarine evades because of course they do. Enemy heavy weapons theoretically should be vulnerable in that river, but nope. Where? Okay, no airfield for you. Doesn't matter, you're not low on fuel. This guy is, though. He's gonna crash, too. There's nowhere for him to go. Oh, no, actually, he can get to Thessalonica just barely. Guess we'll fly him on top of Ergoni, or however you pronounce that, just to make sure that he can drop and then move, and then another unit can come in and drop again. So much enemy artillery. Nice, we broke up a counterattack with our army. Good job, boys. Oh no, they're gonna destroy that German tank. They did. Granted, it wasn't a core unit, so again, that doesn't matter as much. Alright, after the rain, it is now muddy. It is still raining, so I can't use my air power again. Gotta pray that our artillery is enough. Attack broken up. There we go. Heavy losses, but we took this town. Florina. Trying to get to Larissa. almost to Sarajevo. We have... They're not adjacent to the hex at all. Need sunny weather. All right, they're at 7. Good job, artillery. Okay. So the north is, I wouldn't say it's mopping up, but it's getting pretty close to that. We're in much better shape up there. The problem is in the south, where there's that Greek line and the heavy terrain, and things get real narrow once we get basically any further than we are right now. No, once we're done with Greece, the next step will be to reduce, well, one of two things. If we get a major, which is not looking likely, then we would get a chance to attack Crete. If we get a minor, then it goes to Barbarossa, I believe. Okay. Alright, those aircraft just gonna stick around the damn airfield since there's nowhere for them to do anything. And we took that town. We wasted 2 core units just babysitting that town. In the north. Alright, I can't use the airfield to do anything but resupply because it's adjacent to an enemy. Get some above strength Stukas down there. What are we at prestige-wise anyway? We're at like 900 last I looked. 1200 because we've taken a few objectives. That's nice. Right. I guess we'll focus on the enemy guns since they're doing so much damage to us. So we gotta try and get to Argion, and then we gotta get all the way down here to Athens and Klami. Which, like, I still have a decent amount of turns. I'm starting to legitimately get a little worried, though, that I won't get there. Especially if the weather doesn't clear up. If the weather clears up, things could get quick-ish with air power. But if the weather doesn't clear up, I mean, 15 turns is a lot, but on a narrow front with this many units packed in, I don't know. Overcast. Okay. It's muddy, but I can use my air power again. This Italian aircraft is good at naval? No, it is not. This one is. So rather than useless bombing of we gotta take out that enemy air unit. Alright, let's go with it. Overcast, I'm assuming, means we won't be as good with air power, but I'll take those casualties if I can knock out the enemy's fighter. And we do. So the enemy air cover for their warship is gone. Now we can start weakening them with our... Did these guys refuel, rearm at all? They did. Finished off that unit. That's the last one in the northeast. So we can start trying to move down to the corner of the peninsula here. We're going to start running into flak, though. Just going to be a problem. Basically need a turn or two to reinforce everybody. Let's move our armor here. A very effective bombardment. Maybe I can use my naval power to unbuckle some of these defenses along the water. Finally, we destroyed the last enemy naval unit that's a threat to ours. Alright, so we might be able to unbuckle their left flank and approach Aryan here using our sea power. Maybe. Okay, let's use our air power here to hopefully defeat Sarajevo's defenses. So first things first, let's hit the artillery. I think our strat bombers will go in and hit the entrenchments. Our Italian tactical bombers hit the airfield boys. Pioneers will knock out those enemy troops. Going for the airfield first. Okay, so we didn't defeat Sarajevo, but we definitely hurt them. Destroyed a couple of units around it. Okay. Alright, so we can try and land troops near the objectives in Greece now. 35 fuel. We'll go find an airfield. We'll take the airfield here next turn. Just go fly up there. I guess we're pushing north to take these other objectives that are kind of in the rear. My northern fort. Well, let's just drive south with these guys. The problem is in the south, not in the north. And they've got so many overstrength units. Like, I don't even know what to do with all that. Maybe I'll shoot at these guys if I put a bomber to the south. Maybe they will shoot at them. All right. End turn. We'll see. I don't know. We could have another 2 hours on our hands. I don't know that I can stay up that late playing, but 15 turns left. We're a little less than halfway through. It's not even 30 my time, though. Did we just lose an objective? Did I see a Yugoslav flag show up somewhere where it wasn't before? It's Italian. Oh, no. Never mind, that's Bulgaria, that's not. Maybe not. Maybe I just imagined that. Maybe I hallucinated that. Okay. I didn't look to see what the weather is. Please no more rain. I need all the air power I can use. Alright, overcast. That's fine. They have no ammo? They don't. Damn. Okay. Well, good news. We disrupted most of what is left in the north here. Alright, another good weather day to bomb the enemy. Let's go ahead and have our one asset that's good against naval units. Hit them. Continue to weaken them. Attack broken up. How? By what? All right. What is this thing? Mark 1A9? Is it really that good? Apparently. Okay. I mean, I suppose the result is still good-ish. We managed to destroy it. Alright, I think the initial bombardments were projected to be less effective on Praga because the enemy was entrenched. But the naval has almost undone that. Okay, so we'll take that town next turn, probably. Taking some air defense fire from the enemy there. Now the problem is just getting enough troops on the front. Given the rivers and poor terrain that we've got to advance across. That's what's going to slow us down the most at this moment. So I did buy those bridging engineers. It feels maybe smart to try and move them up somewhere. They can't get on the river this turn, but maybe soon. Alright. So, oh, they did retake Bar behind me. I was wrong. So they came in behind me and retook Bar, the town I spent all that blood, sweat, and treasure taking from them. So now we'll have to go back and take it back. They must have snuck someone in from one of these objectives. Meanwhile, Sarajevo should fall this turn. Oops. Okay. So we took the airfield. We also took Sarajevo. I was hoping to destroy those guys. I didn't quite manage it. They got a couple of infantry units that survived. I guess we'll move this German formation west. I don't think there's any enemy fighters left for us to strafe or anything. Nice. Okay, they finished off that ground unit. So the main problem here is this enemy has an anti-aircraft gun right there, which I do not want to lose heavy losses to. I don't know why I spent elite reinforcements on that. But also, some of my units are starting to run low on ammo and fuel. Okay. Alright, these troops are going to land. Well, we can try and move them further south, or maybe toward this objective. I don't know. Maybe we can sneak in behind the enemy? Alright, that does it for this turn. One more coming. One more turn, gonna be okay. We'll stream for 5 hours. The one enemy naval vessel. Ah, I heard my artillery. So we have not technically beaten the Yugoslavians yet, but it does feel like we've more or less crushed them. And we'll see how things play out in our next video, which will be the final video for the Battle of the Balkans. Can we still win a major victory? Does it end up being a minor victory? We'll see what happens, but that'll be for the next episode. Until next time, however, this is the Historical Gamer saying once again, thank you very much for watching, and until next time, I'm out.